Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another video, and this time we're gonna talk about the famous down forward 2-1 combo with king that every king player wants to learn and also should learn for obvious reasons. When you chose king as your main character, there's going to be a point where you really want to learn this combo, and that has multiple reasons. One reason is that down forward 2 is a really good move. It's king's bread and butter move, you can also say. It's a really good move, what can I say? It kind of proves that you know what you're doing, because when you see other people doing that online with king, you automatically know, yeah, this guy knows the character, right? So it's also a little bit of a certificate, maybe, let's call it like this. It kind of shows that you're not a king beginner anymore. It shows that you're an advanced player. So let's break down the combo step by step. We're choosing Kazuya here as a male model, because with female models it's a bit different, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. First is the down forward 2. Yeah, so the down forward 2 move, if you take a look at that, it's safe. Yeah, so you can just check your opponent, mid-check. 13 frames is quite fast as well, also has decent range. And the second hit is a high, right? So you see a lot of people that know this string, they will try to, they will block the first hit, and then they will duck the second high, right? There you go, and then you get blown up. But you can delay the second hit to throw your opponents off. Still, if they are ducking, if they are ready, be prepared, you're gonna get your head handed to you. So what you wanna do is you wanna look out for this little counter hit thing, right? Because if you counter hit, you can see there are like blue and red sparks around your fist. Because when you counter hit, it's a guaranteed string. That's very important. So instead of just spamming this string all the time, you want to do some counter hit fishing with it. And once you get the counter hit, you can then follow through with the combo. So the combo itself, the first part is quite easy. You do down forward 2-1 into down forward 4-3. Now after that, you do back 1-2. Now here comes the tricky part. You need to do a forward step and also then a side step to finish the combo. This is all about timing, and you will not get around with a shortcut. You just have to develop the muscle memory, which means what I did, for example, when I'm searching for a match, you're always in practice mode, waiting, so you can just do the combo all the time, just practicing the stuff, right? And that way you will develop the muscle memory over time. So just give it time. Don't expect it to be like an instant success. It needs time. That's just normal. Now let's see what happens if you step too far. So if you run too far to the opponent, you don't have enough time anymore to do the side step. You don't want to step too far, only a fast little step, right? Like this, yeah? That's all you need. Now, if you don't step far enough, or don't step at all, you will not be close enough to the opponent to hit, right? So as you can see, you don't want to dash too far, but you also want to dash a bit, because otherwise you are too far away. You will find a sweet spot if you develop muscle memory. Next part is also a very crucial part. You don't want to just sidestep, you need to sidewalk. Because if you sidestep too, king will throw out this move and not the jab. So the trick is, don't just tap sidestep 2 times and then 2. Step and hold to do the sidewalk. So you tap down 2 times. In this case, because I'm on the left side of the screen, I tap down 2 times and then I hold the button. And while I'm holding down, I press 2. Got it? This is how you do it. Because if you don't, you will end up doing something like this. So you want to make sure that you sidewalk and not sidestep. And the last part of the combo is doing the running power bomb. You have to be fast because you only have a little bit of a window of frames to actually execute it. But that's another thing that comes just with muscle memory. Now that's all about the optimal combo. Now what if you're just getting into the game and you're not quite there yet? You can do alternatives. One of the alternatives would be, for example, the most simple alternative is this one here. This is all guaranteed, right? So after the down forward to 1, you just do the people's elbow into an alley kick. This is no risk at all. You can do it with any opponent, male hitbox, female hitbox, it just works, okay? And now for a variation of the down forward to 1 combo that I would recommend everyone using because it deals the most damage with the most simple of execution, and it goes like this. Now after the back 1-2, you want to press up 1+2 and then alley kick. You get this guaranteed. This is almost the same damage as the optimal combo, yeah, but it has no risk. You can just simply do it. So when you started with this one, you got used to it. If you want to go a step further, just do this variation of the combo. And once you develop the muscle memory, when you practice on a regular basis, you are going to be able to do the hard combo as well. Now let's take a look at female hitboxes. With female hitboxes, it's going to be a little bit different. The down forward 4-3 will not hit. You can do whatever you want, it's not gonna hit. So how do we fix this? You have to do like a tiny step forward, like a minimal step forward after the down forward to 1, right? Kind of like this. Take a look at King's feet here. Yeah, you have to do a little bit of a dash forward, and then you can actually hit it. It's very tricky. You need to develop the muscle memory. There we go. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. It all depends how you're stepping. So some people just mash the forward button so they can get a really fast, tiny step in. But you can also hold the button for a little bit of a forward movement and do it. So you kind of have to develop your own little style for it. Now I'm just holding forward. So for me, it never really worked. I already saw it working while holding forward. But I decided I'm not gonna do the forward holding. I'm not holding forward. I'm always doing like little, maybe you can hear the arcade stick, just mashing forward basically. So for me it works if I'm mashing forward. And after that, you just proceed with the regular combo. There's no way around it. You really have to lap this, and it's gonna take some time because you need to develop a muscle memory and the feeling for this tiny, very tiny, almost unseeable step. But this is the secret how to hit this combo on female hitboxes. Leroy as well. Leroy has the same properties as the smaller hitboxes from the females. Now, my recommendation would be as followed. If you can do all this while you're still watching the video, I hope for entertainment purpose, and I hope you're entertained. If you can actually do this, but you struggle with this stepping, yeah, then just go for the capital punishment into alley kick. If you really have trouble hitting this, and you always miss this, it always looks like this. When you're fighting Leroy and female characters, stick to this one. At least in a competitive environment, or as long as you're fighting, because this is the most reliable combo, right? You're gonna sacrifice some damage, but you're going to have reliable damage. And between your matches, just practice. Now, one last thing about the bears. The bears always have like these little quirks with their lower hitbox, but the combo works totally well, completely the same as if you were fighting male characters. Also keep in mind, because the ender of this combo is a power bomb, you can of course trigger floor hazards. The last thing I want to show you with this combo is you can actually do some wall variations, and that looks like this, right? So instead of ending with the power bomb, you can also do, for example, forward 2, down 1 and 2 for a wall carry, right? And from here you can finish like this. This works from the middle of this stage and the arena stage as well. The forward 2, down 1, 2 carry is for longer walls, like walls that are further away. You can also do 1, 2 as a wall carry if the wall is closer, or you can do 2, 1 as a wall carry. Yeah, so you have different options depending on how far you're away from the wall. This is what you would do on a wall that's closer to you, for example. Okay, let's conclude. When you are new to the game or you simply started out learning King, go for the safe route, which is this one. Versus female hitboxes, go for this one. And you can do the rest in between your matches, do the labbing, and maybe that depends on you. After some days, after some weeks, after some months, you're going to do this. Yeah, it's all about practice. So if you don't land it right away, just keep practicing and use the alternatives while you are playing your matches, and you should be totally fine. Okay, that's all for this video. I hope you had fun. I hope you could learn something. And for everyone who's struggling with the female hitboxes, I hope I could show you some examples how to do it. If you liked the video, leave a like, and if you have any ideas, you can also comment below. I will always read the comments, and if there's something I can reply to, I will also do so. I wish you a great rest of the day and have fun learning this awesome combo.